Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Eliza Petrie. Firefighters in Springfield were battling a large fire that broke out on Adams Street. The department fought the flames for hours throughout the afternoon. Our Carson Gordy joins us live from the scene. Carson?
Late this morning, a person in that apartment said that she smelled some smoke over in that building. So the Springfield Fire Department responded to that call. The Springfield Fire Department then saw flames on the third floor of 413 East Adams Street, but the flames continued to spread throughout the day, clouding the sky with smoke and flames for hours. The fire department told me they brought in 20 extra men and were fighting the fire for several hours. And we're going to step out of the frame real quick because Chief Ed Canning told me this is one of the biggest fires that happened in Springfield in recent memory. And as you can see, that is the 3-story building right there. After the flames and responding to the calls, there was so much pressure where the ceiling collapsed, the floor collapsed, and it all collapsed down to the first floor. And now those buildings are occupants of 3 local businesses. We got the tattoo shop, we got the cat cafe, and we also had a local tattoo parlor. And when I spoke to the local owner, he said they're going to have to relocate for a while, and eventually the flames even actually spread over to the neighboring apartment complex that was not owned by that building owner. But when I talked to Ed Canning of the Springfield Fire Department, he said that everyone was evacuated, although one person from the fire department was taken to the hospital. And regarding the roads, as you can see, a lot of debris, some floods. When I talked to Springfield Public Works Director Dave Fuchs, he says it might take a couple days to reopen Adams Street. I'm Carson Gordy, back to you.
Thank you, Carson. Multiple businesses have been affected by that fire, including Cafe Moxo and the Cat Cafe, as Carson mentioned. We also learned that the Pillsbury Mills project was housing some of their artifacts on the 3rd floor of that building as well. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Eliza Petrie. Continuing coverage tonight, a massive fire in downtown Springfield took hours to put out. It just kept spreading, leading to the building's foundation to collapse. Fox Illinois' Carson Gordy joins us live in Springfield with an update on the local businesses in that building off of Adams Street. Carson?
After hours on scene and an extra dozen firefighters coming in to help, Fire Chief Ed Canning told me that the fire on the 400 block of East Adams Street is now under control.
I received a phone call from one of my tenants in the building that they smelled smoke this morning.
Avenue to put out the downtown fire. Fire Chief Ed Canning explained the difficulty of this situation.
There's multiple exposures. This downtown area, all the buildings are connected. So we're trying to keep it from jumping from building to building to building.
Smoke and flames pouring out of the building, smothering the street. At times, you couldn't even see the firefighters in action. The flames spread to the apartment building next door and could affect the whole block for multiple days.
This is one of the bigger fires that the city of Springfield has seen in a long time.
The building was home to the Cat's Pajamas Cat Cafe, Electric Quill Tattoos, and the bookstore, the Elf Shelf. The fire caused much of the roofing, ceilings, and floors to collapse onto the 1st floor.
Judging by the damage that I can see, yes, they will be closed or have to relocate at least for a few months. The damage is pretty severe.
Springfield Public Works told me East Adams Street could take a couple days to reopen. 2 local establishments told me that business could be impacted in the coming days.
In the short term, of course, I'm very concerned about all of the people affected, the businesses, and the impact that this is going to have. But in the long term, I have no concerns because I know these people and I know our community, and we are going to rally and be better than we were before.
Fire Chief Ed Canning told me that the cats and the people were evacuated from the building, but that one firefighter was taken to the hospital. And recently, we've just learned from city officials in social media that Cafe Moxo, a local restaurant down here, will be closed indefinitely because of the fire. And also we were told by officials that artifacts from the Pillsbury factory that were stored on the 3rd floor are gone for good. I'm Carson Gordy, back to you.
Thank you, Carson. The fire department says it is too early to determine what caused this fire. Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more Central Illinois news.